Let me piece yourself back together now. What's your vision?
Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Rise of Red Bull Leipzig. It does feel like forever since we've done the last one, but with 14 videos produced on YouTube in the last 16 days, it's been a bit hectic and a bit busy with personal life. I do have a few things going on with work, and I do have a new baby on the way, so things are a bit hectic just now, but I finally got round to bringing you another episode to play the game. I've played the game recently, which is good. So we're here today. We've played a few games. We're 10 games into the season number 4, of course, our second season in the Bundesliga. Today we've got an away match, I think it's away, to Paderborn in the live com. We'll get through the recent results that we've played. We've made one signing to join in January, and we will talk about the player stats briefly of the season so far. While I'm on this page, this is the home page, of course, with the created kits, as you can see, that I made. Well, next year is actually the 10th season that Red Bull Leipzig will be born, since they've been founded in 2009. So I was thinking, maybe for the away kit and the third kit, I might do something a bit special regarding the kits. Maybe make them a little bit more snazzy, a bit jazzy, change the colours up completely with keeping the home kit white and red. But we'll see how we get on with that. That's something I can think about in the future. A couple of new fancy kits for the 10th year anniversary of the birth of Red Bull Leipzig. Anyway, let's get into the matches that we've played recently and recap them quickly. So the previous match we brought you was the 0-0 live com against Mainz. We then moved on to a match away at Werder Bremen. Now, as you know, Werder Bremen are a team that we beat to get to promotion to the Bundesliga in the playoff. So a bit of rivalry there. They did bounce back, however, the following season. And in this match, they took a 1-0 lead through Abel Hernandez on the 9th minute. We equalised straight away. Yusuf Poulsen getting the goal in that game. Amin Younes putting us ahead just before half time. And we managed to hold on. We played some good counter-attacking football, and we managed to hold on to win 2-1. Benjamin Kaufmann, the weak link in this game, got a 5.8, and he was swiftly hooked at half time and replaced. Amin Younes getting a goal and getting an 8.3, picking up player of the match in this very impressive win away at the Weserstadion in Bremen. Next up, we welcome Bayern Munich to the Red Bull Arena in a tightly contested game, and it really was a bitter pill to swallow, this one. We took the lead twice. First, straight after half time through Klosterman, Arturo Vidal equalised through a penalty. Then Gabachi put us 2-1 ahead. A minute later, Lewandowski scored. They scored 3 goals in a 5-minute period and won 4-2. Now, that Lewandowski second goal, I have put it on my YouTube channel. As you may see, Abubakar actually done a Rabona assist, crossed it into Lewandowski, and he put the header away. An incredible goal. If you haven't seen it, look back 3 or 4 videos on my YouTube channel and you will see that. A world-class piece of play on Football Manager. Now, this Bayern Munich team isn't quite what it is today. It really has taken a bit of a beating. Still a few quality players in there, but it's not a world-class powerhouse like they currently are. Aubameyang, Rugani, Godinho, Abubakar, Darder, Dudnik, Alvatar, Müller. Lewandowski always plays well against us. Lincoln, Vidal, Thiago, Casemiro, Alaba, Badstuber, Boateng, Sidibe, and the captain Manuel Neuer. So a few big names missing from there. Not as strong as I expected them to be. However, a close game like it was last time against them, but another defeat. Really, they are the kings of Germany, but hopefully we can overturn them eventually. Tough defeat to take. Next up was an away trip to Gladbach, in a game that really was pretty boring if you're a neutral watching this at the Borussia Park. We did go 1-0 up through Tamas Gabachi. We picked up a couple of yellow cards, and 12 minutes before time, former Arsenal player Havard Nordtveit did equalise, and I was actually trying to shut up shop from around the 78th minute and collect the points, but it was not to be. A good point nevertheless, but a pretty boring game. This gives me the chance to show you Tamas Gabachi if I didn't show you him recently. The Hungarian guy that I signed for £900,000 from Diosegor. He's a full international and he looks absolutely world class, and I cannot wait to use him in the future. Next up was a game, and probably the only loss of the season, that in a game I expected to win. The other defeats of this season have been against bigger clubs and where there was always a chance that we could lose. But this game was in the German Cup second round and it sees us bow out of the competition. They won 4-2, Kaiserslautern, a double from Przegi, Bilo, I'm sure I butchered that, Weiland and Gauss. Gabachi and Poulsen getting the goals for me, but really, it was a not bad game, a game that could have went either way. But they went and won the game 4-2. Standout players for me, Will Hughes, who hasn't been too impressive so far this season, I must say, since coming in on a free contract from Derby. Alexander Ring getting a 9 for them, but a few 7 pluses for them. Really did see them play better as individuals in this game. Disappointing to bow out, especially at home at the Red Bull Arena, and now we are out of the DFB Pokal Cup. The final game to recap you before we get into the Paderborn game today is a win, a 2-0 home win at the Red Bull Arena against Darmstadt. Now Darmstadt are the overperformers earlier doors in the season. They were sitting third before this game. We did win this game and we scored a goal. It was an own goal by Sean Barry after 12 seconds of play. Quickest goal I've ever scored in Football Manager. And then we wrapped it up just after half time through Poulsen, who's hopefully coming back to a little bit of form. Sabitzer got player of the match in this game with an 8.7, getting both assists. A game that I felt we really did deserve to win. So here is the results so far of the season. A few wins, a few losses and 2 draws in total. As you can see, the attendance at the Red Bull Arena is varying, but it is going up, and most of the time it is 30,000 plus. We're at the Bentley Arena today away at Paderborn, but first up we will get into the team stats and see how they've been doing personally this season and showcase the new signing that will be joining on January the 1st. So in terms of goals this season so far, bear in mind we've only played 10 league games and 11 games in total this season, or 12 if you include the cup games in fact. We will show you the league table in a moment, but so far Tamas Gabachi, the young talent, has got 4 goals, 3 goals for Poulsen and Selka, 2 for Yunez and Raimondi, 1 for the following: Klosterman, Upamecano, Sabitzer, who I want more goals from, Will Hughes and Leroy Sané. The best assists are coming from Sabitzer, who I expect because he is our best player in the team, with 5. 2 assists come from Gabachi, Selka, Yunez, Sané, the wide men, Grimaldo, who I'm looking forward to using over the course of a few seasons. I expect him to get quite a few assists, more than 2 and 12 really. I would expect around 5 or 6 from him with his stats and abilities, and in particular that he takes set pieces. As for key passes, Will Hughes in the middle of the park, of course I'd expect him to get a lot of the ball. Grimaldo, I'm interested to see that one. He's had more key passes than Sabitzer, which is surprising, but it's a pleasing thing to see. He has 32, 31 for Sabitzer, 25 for Gabachi, 24 for Selke, and 18 and below for the rest of the squad. Man of the Match awards: 2 for Yunez, 1 for the following: Hughes, Sabitzer and Selka, and 0 for the rest of the squad. And finally, best player rating, average rating so far, which is surprising, Leroy Sané, because I don't think he's contributed that much in his 7 games so far. 3 goals he's contributed to in total, 7.36 for him. Sabitzer, 7.32, 7.31 for Yunez, 7.29 for Will Hughes. Again, that surprises me. I don't really see that on the pitch as much as that would reflect. 7.11 for Grimaldo, 7.04 for Papadopoulos, and then the rest are below 7. I'm expecting players such as Selka, Gabachi I thought would be a little bit higher than that, considering he's done quite well. Dragowski I'd want more from. Kimmich, he's still in a grump, but I want more from him. Poulsen has been disappointing and we expect a lot more from him too. Okay, so transfers. We have future transfers. 1 is outgoing. Remember guys, we can't play homegrown players or players coming through my youth system until they are 17, but unfortunately for 2.3 million I think it was, Heiko Patrick, the 15-year-old, will be joining Real Madrid. Looks a real good player, but again, joining me at 14, I can't really wait for 3 seasons for him to be eligible to play when I'm getting offered a couple of million for him, which is disappointing. I don't like that rule, but it's one that stands and one that I've found a little bit difficult to comprehend with, because I like using youngsters that come through the regen system, but Real Madrid have got themselves a fine young prospect. So here is the one incoming. Coming in from the Belgian league from Liège, it's Hossam Hamadi. Now he is an Egyptian 16-year-old, I think, if I remember. Yes, 16-year-old. He has got 9 caps for the Egyptian under-20 side. And he's coming in for 3 million in total. Now he's a striker, plays an advanced forward, he's resolute, right-footed, shoots with power. He's got 3 goals in 11 games for Liège. Previously at Wadi Degla, who I believe is the squad that Florent Malouda has just joined recently. Anyway, key attributes standing out for Hossam Hamadi, who will join the squad. This will probably make me send back Unal back to Man City, because I don't feel I need him with Selka, Poulsen, although both of those have been quite disappointing. We've got Gabachi and Raimondi, who are the future of the club. This guy can hopefully be that too. Finishing 13, heading 12, a lot of really good mental stats, including determination 16, composure 13, anticipation 15, off the wall 15, teamwork 19, work rate 17. It's got a lot of real good mental attributes. In terms of physical, acceleration is 15, pace is 13, strength is 12, stamina 13, balance 14. A real talented player coming in on a cheap wage. I've got him, I think, on a 5-year contract. And I've also got the 3-year extension, so really he's now the ball and chain that is going nowhere unless I decide to sell him. But really looking forward to bringing him in and using him. So here we are, guys, Paderborn away, and as you can see, the league table is on the right hand side. Leading the way is Bayern Munich with 25 points. We currently sit in 8th. Of course, media prediction is around top half of the table, so about the position we're in now. 8th is pretty good for me. 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, and on 14 points. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at so far. Today we play Paderborn, and they currently sit 15th with 3 wins and 7 losses so far. So hopefully we can get a good solid away win. Overachievers so far, Darmstadt sitting 3rd, the team that we did just beat recently. Underachievers, probably Gladbach sitting in 13th. But that's that sorted. Let's get into today's game. So a win away from home today could see us move up 1 spot to 7th place. Here is how we're lining up. Flat 4-4-2. Dragowski, Grimaldo as the attacking full-back. The supporting full-back Klosterman. Upamecano and Papadopoulos as central defence. I can't get a partner for Papadopoulos, so I'm going to look for a proper, more experienced, solid one. Kaufman isn't great. Upamecano's still quite young. On the left, Sane. On the right, Sabitzer. In the middle, Besic and Hughes. Kimmich is still huffing. He's injured now, but he's playing so bad because he's in this grump after forgetting about the captaincy that I promised him if he joined. My fault, but oh well, what can you do? Yarari up front, that's Poulsen and Gabachi up top as well. On the bench, Adamu, Kaufman, Young, Younes, Zetela, Raimondi and Selka. Lining up against us is also a flat 4-4-2. Kroos, Gibson, Sunjic, Gulda, Palasic, Stoppelkamp, Jensen, Henrichs, which is a good youngster, the number 11. Former player Massimo Bruno, will have to watch out for him. Lorenzen, and I think that's Dongu, the former Barcelona youngster, up front for Paderborn. As well as Bruno on the right hand side, the number 77, we've got to watch out for number 7 on the bench, which is a favourite at Red Bull Leipzig. It's Rani Khedira, yes, Sammy's brother. A player I didn't want to lose, but he wasn't first choice, so he left on a free Bossman contract. So we are favourites today, so the boys have been briefed. They've been told out to go and give the fans their money's worth. So hopefully we can get a good win today. Just changing it up to 2D Classic here, as I always do, of course. Time to get into the game. It's Paderborn versus Red Bull Leipzig. And of course we will get the match stats up on the left hand side, as usual. And we will up the tempo of the game a little. Besic. Nice fancy pitch we're playing on today. Looks like it's been freshly trimmed up. Sabitzer. Besic. Comes to nothing after 1 minute. Yusuf Poulsen captaining the team today. Sane. Besic. Hughes. Gabachi. And it's goal, 1-0. 3 minutes in. Gabachi with another assist, and Poulsen gets his 4th goal of the season. The skipper notching away. Great start. Gabachi is turning into a real fine player. Nice little dinked pass. 18 years old, but really is a crucial part of the team. Currently keeping Davy Selke out the starting 11, who was supposed to be the key player in this save. The save that I was initially basing this on was for Davy Selke because I'm a big fan of his. Gabachi. Yarari. Oh, nearly slipped it through to Gabachi there. Grimaldo. Upamecano, Hughes, Besic, Sani. And it's Yarari and he hits it straight at Cruz. Fine start for the squad though here. 2 shots so far, 2 on target, 65% possession after only 6 minutes, and of course 1-0 up. 11 minutes gone. Poulsen offside. Henriks. Jensen. Lorenzen. Dongu, and he hits it straight at Dragowski. No bother for the goalkeeper there. Collects the ball. Pretty standard collection there. 20 minutes gone here, and Mohamed Besic, the aggressive ball-winning midfielder, picks up a yellow card. We can kind of expect that from the ball-winning midfielder. He's going to risk himself. He's going to go into challenges. And he's going to pick up cards. Half an hour gone here at the Bentler Arena. Dongu, the 22 on the left-hand side, cuts in. And Bruno, would you Adam and Eve it? The ball evades everyone, and the former player who I only let go because he wouldn't sign a new contract, Massimo Bruno, notches against us on his own, rifles it in right down the middle of the goal. 1-1. And it was a case of anybody but him. I didn't want to let him go, but he is made of glass and he does get injured a lot. He's come back to bite us on the bum, and it is 1-1 here with 7 minutes to go until half time. Papadopoulos, Grimaldo, Klosterman, Sabitzer, he can pull it back and he can't. Oh no, my god. I thought Poulsen had scored there. I really thought he'd scored there. And Besic, oh my god. Things have gone from bad to worse. Former player has scored against us, and Besic has just picked up a second yellow card in 40 minutes, and we've of course got Kimmich injured. So I'm not sure who to bring on here because we don't actually have any central midfielders. I'll tell you what, we're going to keep Urari on there. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it the way it is. We're going to play 3 in midfield. I want to play Hughes as a deep line playmaker instead of advanced playmaker. It's a little bit risky having one in the middle, but I don't have any natural centre midfielders to come on and play. Poulsen would have got hooked. Jensen puts it wide, goal kick. If we can get in at 1-1 at half time, I'd be pretty pleased. Reevaluate things. A penalty. Oh my god, can this get any worse? Can this get any worse? I can't believe this. Jean-Marie Dongu with the penalty to put Paderborn 2-1 up, and he does, puts it in the top left hand corner. 7th goal of the season, and Paderborn lead 2-1. What a change of fortunes. Tidy penalty, real solid penalty that. No chance for Dragowski. And that's half time. So I'm going to evaluate things, guys, see how things are and see what we can change. Former player scores against us after we take the lead. Besic gets sent off, and then your central defender and your vice captain gives away a penalty. What a nightmare. Okay guys, so this is how we're changing things. We've took off Poulsen, we're going to bring on Kaufman, play him in the defensive midfield role. We've also brought off Sané and we've brought on Younes, who's a little bit more direct and attacking. So hopefully we can get in behind the fullbacks, create some space and cross the ball in and look for Gabachi to score a goal or two. Second half just about to get underway here. Feeling really harshly done by. Not in terms of the result, but your role player haunts you, you give away a penalty, and you get a player sent off. All we need now is to score an own goal, and we've completed the disaster route. Klosterman, Kaufman, Kaufman again, Sabitzer, Kaufman again, Hughes, Gabacci, on his own up top now, Grimaldo, Yunez, cuts inside. That is a ridiculous shot. Absolutely awful. He is a professional footballer and he does that. 55 minutes gone here. Going to make the final substitute. We're going to bring on Davy Selke for Gabacci up top. Dragowski, Klosterman, Hughes, Sabitzer, Gabacci, last action of the match for him. Hughes, Gabacci again, and Gabacci's hit the post. I tell you what, had that gone in, I would have cancelled that substitution, but it's been made now and Davy Selke is on. Grimaldo, spaced across, and Selke puts it wide. I'm going to tell the guys to push forward. How can Selke looks frustrated? He's been on the pitch 5 minutes. So we're just going to pause it here. We're going to look at the instructions. I'm going to tell him to pump the ball in the box. We're going to go route 1, roam, hit crosses early, try and touch them out, play much higher, and close down much more. Going to go attacking as well. Hopefully the changes can work for the last 20 minutes so we can get back into this. $18 minutes to go. Kaufman picks up a yellow card. It's been quite an even game, to be fair. I think if we did pull one back, I think a draw would be the right result. 10 minutes to go here. We will turn it on to overload, just in case. Hopefully we can try and nick a goal. Kaufman. Yunez will collect this. Plays it in. Hughes. And he puts it wide. It's been a game full of frustration, this one. Yellow cards coming thick and fast for both teams. Lorenzen puts it over there. Is there one more chance in this game? Another yellow card, the third of the match for us. Will Hughes picking up a yellow there. Sunjic, Khedira. It would have just summed it up if another former player scored against us. 4 minutes to go. Bruno. Jensen. Bruno. Gilda. Khedira. Stoppelkamp. Lorenzen. Dragowski puts it out for a corner to Paderborn. This must be 2 or 3 live comms out a win now, I believe. I think we drew 0-0 against Mainz last time. And then we lost to Dortmund, if I remember rightly. And it looks like we're about to lose here away from home to Paderborn 2-1. In a game full of incidents that haven't went in our favour. Sabitzer. Klosterman. Put it in. Hughes. Sabitzer. Put it in. Dreadful. Cruz will collect it. Hold on to it. Stoppelkamp. Hughes. Sabitzer. Swing it in. Yunez. Swing it in. Grimaldo. Kaufman. And there you have it. So disappointing performance. We lose 2-1 away at Paderborn. Bruno, the former player, scoring. Khedira, the former player, coming on. Besic sent off for a second yellow after 40 minutes. And Papadopoulos, the vice-captain, giving away a penalty. It has been a nightmare all round. Hughes, with a 7.5, takes player of the match for our side of things. Gabacci got a 7, and the rest of the team can hang their heads in shame with a dreadful performance, especially the vice-captain Papadopoulos, the big money signing. Yellow card, 5.8 in the first half, 6 overall, penalty given away. Bad day at the office. So that defeat pushes us down to 9th place. Now, the teams below us, 10th and 11th, Cologne and Hanover, should they win, they will go above us. And if Hoffenheim win, they will probably go above us on goal difference. So that's confirmation of that loss. Next up we welcome Hamburg at home to the Red Bull Arena. We then play Hoffenheim away, Hanover at home, Frankfurt away, Bochum at home, and the next match we will bring you is the live com against Borussia Dortmund at home. I thought we played them previously in the season in a live com. We hadn't. I think that was Wolfsburg. But we will play Dortmund at home on the 22nd of December, just before Christmas, and that is the final match before we take our winter break, and the match after that will be on the 26th of January, so we will have a lot of time to get some transfer activity and action going in that little period. So we will see you soon, guys. We will recap the 5 previous matches before bringing you the exciting Dortmund home game, who currently sit 4th in the league. Thanks as ever for checking it out, guys. We recently passed 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give me some constructive feedback. Being nasty about it is not always good for anyone, really, but being constructive about it can help me improve myself and the channel. As ever, guys, thanks for watching. You've been great. This is the rise of Red Bull Leipzig, continuing in Season 4, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.